And we are live. Yes, we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. My name is Larreth Jimu, and I'm going to be taking you through this live video. And before we get started, I wonder why I am streaming in 720p, which is something that I really don't like, but I'm going to respect the people that are already on the call, and I'm going to check out YouTube, what's going on YouTube. Just give me 1 minute, just testing to make sure that everything is working fine. I've been on live streams before where I thought everything was working, but nothing was actually working. All right, looks like we are looking good on YouTube. Welcome, YouTube. Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Ernest. Welcome to the live stream. You guys definitely have great LinkedIn profiles already, but thank you for being here. I trust that you guys already have great LinkedIn profiles. Then I'm just going to quickly check on my personal favorite platform of them all, which is TikTok. I am just crazy for TikTok, to be honest with you guys. I'm just crazy. This is the best platform that has ever been created. I don't care if China has all my data, they can have it. It's fine. Take it, China. Take all my data. All right. So we are live on TikTok. There we go. Everything is looking good. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. So today we are going through how to build a LinkedIn profile. And my name is Larreth Jimu. If you are wondering who I am and you don't know me, I am one of the founders of Malsoft Academy. And over the last 2 years, I've overseen about 300 students come through our boot camps and more than 5,000 learners on our free courses. So I know a thing or two about education. Um, and as someone that's always interacting with students, I also know a thing or two about the mistakes that students typically make when it comes to their LinkedIn profiles. Many people that actually come don't even take their LinkedIn seriously. They just think it's a nice to have. But honestly, in this day and age that we're living in now, LinkedIn is no longer optional. I hate to break it to you. LinkedIn is no longer optional. LinkedIn is now completely compulsory. It doesn't matter what your career goals are, whether it's getting a job or starting your own business, or maybe you just want to do a nonprofit or whatever the case may be. LinkedIn is no longer something that you can just do on the side like Instagram. LinkedIn is an extremely powerful asset that you need to utilize. So, for those that might have missed this live is being recorded and it will be streamed later on the Malsoft Academy YouTube page. So, in case I caught you off guard and you didn't know that this live stream was going on, it will be recorded on our LinkedIn page. Now, I have some slides prepared for you guys. That's how serious I am on this live stream. So, we are going to go through these slides that I made conveniently using Canva. And let's just see what that looks like. Um, so, we've got TikTok, it's looking good. And then I'll just check again on YouTube if everything is good. I promise to respond to every single comment without fail. I promise to respond to every single comment without fail. So if you need something, please feel free to just let me know on the chat. And yeah, so this is what I have today. This is not just going to be how to build your LinkedIn profile, actually. I should change this title to say how to use the LinkedIn to get a job. That's what this title should be. So for some of you guys like Yaya, who's been watching me, welcome back, Yaya, to the live stream. Absolutely love you. Thank you so much for always being there. By now, Yaya, you should have a job. By now, you should have a job. By now, if you don't have a job, at least you have some conversations going on, because I've been plugging you. But this is the ultimate plug. What I'm about to share with you today: how to use LinkedIn to get a job. That should be the title. Now, why LinkedIn? Why LinkedIn? Ladies and gentlemen, we are now living in the attention economy. What does this mean? We used to have oil as one of the world's most scarce resources. Then at some point we had gold as one of the world's most scarce resources. Now you can say data is one of a very key resource. But out of them all, the one that I'm extremely bullish about is attention. And let me explain what this means for those of you that don't know. TikTok, you're watching me like this for the first time. I'm actually a little bit organized today. So, if you're watching on TikTok, I recommend you switch to landscape and stop everything that you're doing. Stop everything that you're doing, whatever it is that you wanted to do, stop it and just pay attention to this live stream. Okay. You're going to learn how to get a job. And when I'm saying attention economy, what do I mean? Nowadays, the most scarce resource, I don't know how you pronounce it, scarce or scarce, whatever, the most difficult resource to acquire in today's day and age is someone's attention. Why? There's never been a time in history where people are so distracted. Let me just give you an example, practical example. Let's say you sleep for 8 hours in your 24-hour day. You sleep for 8 hours, you go to work or to school for another 8 hours, and you have 8 hours left on that day. Let's take away 2 hours for showering, eating, commuting, or on any of these activities, or just living, right? And that leaves you with 6 hours a day. And in these 6 hours, you have so many things that are vying for your time, so many things that are competing for your attention. We've got things like Netflix, we've got social media, we've got movies, we've got sports, we've got music, we've got friends, family, reading books, you name it. Thanks to the internet, there are so many things that are fighting for our attention. So if you are doing whatever you're doing, you're already suffering because you don't have much time left, right? So why does this matter? It has also never been easy to get someone's attention in today's day and age because of these little beautiful things we have over here called cell phones. It's never, ever been easier to get someone's attention because for the first time in history, social media, before social media existed, if you wanted to be famous as a person or you wanted to be known, you would have to be a movie star or you would have to play sports and be very successful. But nowadays, on platforms like TikTok and LinkedIn, you can create a post without any followers and have that post get 10,000 views, 100,000 views, 1 million views. Although it's very rare, but it's very possible for you to create a post today that can get 10,000 views on a brand new account. It can be your first ever post, and 10,000 people will get to see your face and get to know your name. And you can do that with one video. So it's never ever been easier to get people's attention. And at the same time, it's never ever been harder to keep people's attention because there's so many distractions flying around, like I mentioned. So if you can learn the skill of getting people's attention, I promise you, whatever job or business partnership or client you want to work with, you'll get that business, you'll get that job because you got their attention. I always say this to people that watch my live streams, that getting a job is more about who you know and not what you know. So if you can use LinkedIn to know the right people, you can get that dream job that you want on demand. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. So um, Yaya asks, please also advise based on people who are studying full time, looking for a part time job. Okay, I will do that. This applies to everyone, whether you are studying full time, whether you are still a student looking for an internship, whatever it is, this will work for you. This will absolutely work for you. So, in this new attention economy, I like to say that the way people find jobs has changed. Nowadays, your online presence matters more than anything. Networking is completely non negotiable. It's completely non negotiable. Gone are the days where, because you just finished a degree, you have five, six companies waiting to hire you. Those days are over. Unless you did engineering at MIT or Harvard or Stanford or UCT. But there was even a report quite recently that 23% of Harvard MBAs are struggling to get jobs. So the days of I'm just going to get my degree and someone's going to hire me are over. The days of I'm going to do a boot camp and someone's going to hire me are also over. You need to know how to network. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. Okay. So in this new world, there are gonna be winners and they're gonna be losers. And you guys that are watching this live stream, you have taken 8 p.m. Some people are watching Generations. Some people are watching Premier League or Netflix or Champions League or whatever time wasting nonsense that is put in front of them. But you guys are on a live stream with Larreth Jimu. You guys are boring. You're boring, but you're boring in the right way. You are the winners. Just because you're listening to this live stream, already you are on the winning side. But if you don't put these words into action, you might as well just log off. You might as well just stop watching and go and do the other things that the other losers are doing. You need to put these things into action. It's critical that whatever I say today, you put it into action. If you don't put it into action, you will stay the same. You will not change. Okay. So, this is what losers do when they're applying for jobs. Losers do spray and pray, where they use the exact same CV to apply for 100 different jobs. Don't do that. I've been on the other side of hiring, and I'm often on that other side where you request a CV and someone sends you. You can clearly tell that this CV has been used so many times and it's not tailored to the job. Don't do that. Every single job that you apply for should have its own CV and its own cover letter. Never, ever, ever skip a cover letter. Okay. Losers neglect the power of building a social presence or a strong presence online. They neglect. They just think, you know what? I will be fine. I don't need to be on TikTok. I don't need to be on LinkedIn. But this today we're just talking about LinkedIn. If you hate social media and you don't like it, I understand. Maybe you're watching this on YouTube and you hate social media. I totally get you. But please don't neglect LinkedIn. It's the only one that you should stay on. If you want a job, you want a career, do not neglect LinkedIn. Don't be a loser. You're a winner. Okay, we do what winners do. We do not neglect LinkedIn. Losers are also afraid to reach out to recruiters directly. You need to be brave. I'm going to show you the exact format by the end of this stream. You need to be brave. You need to reach out to these people directly. They are just humans like you and me. Trust me, they eat the same food. They have the same dreams, the same aspirations as you. They are not that special. Founders and CEOs of big companies or even startups, they are not that special. They're just people like you and me. And you just need to reach out. And I'll show you exactly how you can reach out to these people. You can even reach out to me, and I promise I will respond. I'll try. I'll try to respond. Okay, cool. So winners, what do we do? If you're a winner, starting from now on, you will build a video first online presence. Why video first? There have been numerous studies done, and video is by far the most effective type of content to build trust with people. Because right now, I'm doing this stream on video. You can hear my voice, you can see my face. You trust me. It's easier for you to trust me. Maybe you'll run into me at the mall. You'll be like, "Hey, Larreth," and it happens quite a lot. I run into someone in the mall. They're like, "Hey, Larreth, I was on your live stream, or I saw your TikTok message." Already, we have a relationship going on based on that video. Okay, so it's critical that your presence be video first. You don't have to watch your own videos if you feel some sort of cringe. Okay, then you tailor your CV to the cover letter. I explained that. And then you follow up after applications. There's nothing worse than candidates that apply for a job and then they just never send a message. I promise you, like I said, I've been on the hiring side so many times. I've probably gone through hundreds of CVs, and only in maybe one or two circumstances did the prospect or the candidate actually follow up with me a week after they applied. And that guy, well, one of the guys that did that is currently CEO of Microsoft Academy. So you've got to follow up. Things, life happens. Sometimes a CEO or a founder or an HR manager can put a job post out and then they get distracted. Something else comes up, or their cat is in ICU, or their mom is sick, or something happens, and then they forget to follow up on their own job. If you're that person that constantly sends emails, constantly sends follow up messages on LinkedIn or WhatsApp or whatever, you will always be in their mind. And like I said to you, no one else does this. No one else does this. So you've got to do it. You've got to do it. That'll make you stand out. Okay. So there'll be losers and there'll be winners, and you guys will be winners because you're watching this live stream. And not only are you just watching this live stream, you will put this into practice. If you don't put it into practice, you're going to stay a loser, and you're not a loser. So please put this into practice. Take notes if you have to, or if you want to watch this later, you can watch it on the Microsoft Academy YouTube um, channel. But please don't forget to like and subscribe. So there's a question from Yaya that says, "What if you don't know the person who's hiring?" Then you need to get to know the person who's hiring. And the way you get to know the person who's hiring is you look for their colleagues on LinkedIn, and then you just reach out and say, "Hey, I saw a junior dev post on your company's website. Do you by any chance know the hiring manager or the person that's responsible for this job?" And you do that to 10 different people. Maybe 3 will respond, and maybe one of those 3 will actually give you the right contact. So just ask the people that work there. It's so easy. It's so easy, but it's so hard at the same time. Okay. So yeah, today for the first time we've got 25 watchers on YouTube and only 7 on TikTok. So YouTube, well done. Well done for upping your game. Thank you for joining. So now let's actually move into the practical steps of how to build your LinkedIn profile. And remember, guys, please put this into practice, okay? So okay, cool. First thing, the most important thing on LinkedIn is for you to know your audience. This is the most important thing. Because if you don't know your audience, It nothing is gonna no, nothing will happen if you don't know your audience. If you don't know your audience, nothing is gonna happen. You need to know exactly who your target market is. Target market for those that are doing running businesses, you need to know your exact target customer. Who is your best customer? You need to know who that is. And if you're looking for a job, you need to understand that your target market is either a recruiter or a hiring manager. Okay. Those are the people that you want to target. Go and do a small exercise that I did when I was still starting out. Go on LinkedIn and search for recruiters in your city, um, and add them all. Add them all until LinkedIn bans you from adding people to your connection list. You have to do it. It works. Just do it. So know your audience is the first thing. Now that you've identified who your audience is, you have to have a beautiful profile picture. You have to have a professional profile picture. You can't use that sexy picture of yourself at the beach on LinkedIn. Neither can you use that beautiful wedding gown of yours on your LinkedIn. You can't. You have to take a professional picture. The first thing that someone sees on your profile is your profile picture. It's sad and it's vanity that you will be judged based off your profile picture, but that's life. We don't make the rules, we play by the rules and we win the game. So make sure you've got a very professional looking profile picture. If you're a man, please wear a jacket. Don't be like me. I've got a t-shirt on there for some weird reason. I need to get myself checked. But if you're a man looking for a job, please get a picture of you wearing a suit with a clear background. If you can add a tie, then you, my friend, you are winning. Okay, if you can add a tie, go for it. Then if you're a lady, then you just wear some formal wear, nice blazer or a nice shirt or something like that. I'm not really a fashionista like my fiance is. I am not really into fashion that much. But ladies, you know what you need to wear when it comes to professional dress. It is critical because that's the first thing that someone sees on your profile. They first see your profile picture. And an appealing profile picture, it'll get you a lot more clicks on your profile for sure. Okay. So now that you've got your profile picture nailed on, um, I used to recommend people remove that green open to work thing that you see on LinkedIn. But for some people, it works. So I don't know if I should continue encouraging you to remove it or not. For some people, it works. Um, you guys will know what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find someone who has it. And I hope that they won't come after me. But I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm referring to. That open to work thing, optional. You can put it or you can leave it out. I recommend you leave it out because it looks a little bit desperate to me. But that's to me. I don't know this person, so I'm going to show you what I mean. I don't know this person. Please don't think I'm attacking them or anything like that. I don't know them, but this is what I mean. This open to work badge, it has to go. But for some people it works. So I don't know. You decide. Okay. So now that you've got your um profile picture nailed on. Okay, I lost my life, my screen share. Let me just quickly do that again. The next thing that you fix is your headline. Headline is everything. Well, after your profile picture, the next important thing is the headline because people will read your headline. They say in marketing, they say that for every dollar of advertising that you put out, you spend 80 cents of it on your headline. That's the first thing that most people read and more often than not, that's the only thing that people read. So you need to get an attention grabbing headline, and your headline needs to speak directly to your target market. It needs to speak directly to your ideal customer, i.e., that recruiter. Another way you can optimize your headline is by adding keywords. So let's just go through what some great headlines look like. Again, this is not me being vain or anything like that, but I've got a pretty cool headline. My headline is helping you upskill your tech talent and hire the best. Wait, helping you upskill your tech team and hire the best tech talent. Because my ideal customer on LinkedIn are companies that are looking to train their employees or hire some junior developers. So that's why this is my headline. Okay. This works for me. You can also add keywords to your headline. Let me see if Campbell has changed his. I always use Campbell as an example. Okay. This is Campbell's headline. Amazing headline. Microsoft Academy alumni. Probably one of the best talents we've ever produced or ever came through our academy. This was his headline. Software developer at where he's working. And then he used these keywords, the keywords that I'm highlighting here. He used these keywords because sometimes recruiters will just search for those keywords only. They'll say something like JavaScript developer or React JS developer. And then people that have these keywords in their headlines will appear first on the search. So it's critical for you to also add these on your headline. Okay. So that should be very simple. Okay. So going on some comments on YouTube, Nico is saying that remove it. A lot of recruiters say they don't want it on there either. You said it open for work for recruiter to see. That is a brilliant piece of commentary from Nico. Put that open to work. You do it like this. If you're actually open to work and you need a job, then you want to put it here where it says open to. You say finding a job, and then you say immediately, right? Full time, but then you just click to say recruiters only. This way, only the recruiters that are watching or searching for people using the LinkedIn recruiter, which is like LinkedIn Premium, will be able to see. Because sometimes maybe you're already in a job, you don't want your boss watching you with that green open to work. It's happened to me before. I had this guy that I was working with, and then one morning he just wakes up with that green thing saying open to work. I'm like, bruh, where's the respect? You don't want your boss seeing that. So just leave it like this. This is fine. Thank you so much, Nico, for that incredible piece of insight. So yeah, make sure that you fix your headline. Then the next thing that you fix on your LinkedIn profile is a profile video. Now, this is probably the most underutilized pieces of power on LinkedIn. Profile video can either be something that you put on your actual profile, somewhere here, where I put an image of my team. I've been procrastinating a lot to put a profile video, but please put a video here where you just introduce yourself, tell us more about your skill set and how you can add value to a business, right? Profile video here. This is the first way you can do it. The second way you can do it is through this section on posts. Always be posting video content. Like I said, video content is great. Video content builds trust. In terms of engagement, photos get the most engagement on LinkedIn. Photos get the most engagement, followed by videos and followed by plain text. But video gets you high quality engagements. Video builds trust. So always remember that video builds trust. Okay. So please, please, guys, it doesn't have to be well polished. It doesn't have to be well edited. It doesn't have to be the sexiest video with insane graphics or anything like that. Just show us that you can talk, show us that you can communicate, and tell us about how you can add value to our company. I.e., let's say I'm acting as the recruiter. Don't talk about yourself. Talk about how you can add value to someone else. Okay. But I'll tell you when to talk about yourself. It's coming up shortly. So this is profile video. And then go on and complete your entire profile. I'm going to go through my profile again. I don't know if I should keep going through my profile. So this is step number 6, right? Complete your profile. Your profile doesn't end on just profile picture and those few things that I mentioned earlier. You've got to go all in. Not many people actually spend time filling in their whole profiles. So what do I mean? You've got the banner, put the banner over here. Then you've got your headline, you've got your full name. If you can get LinkedIn verified, that's also cool. Then um your about me section, you can use this format that I have used for some time now. It's called the what, we, why, what, how format. It has worked for me. You can just go on my profile and copy it. It's fine. I copied it from someone else, so you might as well copy it from me too. I don't mind. Um, it has worked for me very well, this format. But you can also just write briefly about yourself, but mostly about how you can add value to your ideal customer, i.e., the recruiter. Tell them things like, I am a capable software engineer that will build landing pages in 24 hours to help you boost your sales, right? That's one way. Or I am a capable software engineer that has built 16 MVPs for startups and I can help you build your startup. Always talk about how it can benefit them. The sad and unfortunate thing is that human beings, we are selfish. We only care about ourselves. So don't talk about yourself. Talk about your customer. Talk about how you can add value to their life. There's a book that you should also check out. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And it says that, well, one of the key lessons is that people only care about what's in it for them. What's in it for me? 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 We are all like that. We are all wired like that. So if you can talk, in things that interest your customer, you are winning. Don't just say, I did this boot camp, then I did this degree, and then I have built A, B, C, D, and then you leave it there. Okay. Please just do that. Okay. Then my dad has an open to work. Okay. I need to talk to my dad. I need to have a man to man conversation with my dad. He's got that open to work banner that I totally, totally am not a fan of. Dad, if you're on this live stream, you gotta fix that, Dad. Okay, I'll call you now. Okay, cool. Services, you can put your services. Honestly, I have not really seen any sort of traction from this. Personally, I haven't really seen much. Um, then put your best piece of content here. Ideally, you want to put your portfolio. I assume you have a portfolio because you want to be a software developer, you want to be a cybersecurity analyst, you want to be data scientist, or you want to be an AI software engineer. I assume you've got a portfolio. You've got something to show us, right? Please put your portfolio right here, front and center. Put it here. Then I'm going to teach you how to post. I'm going to show you exactly how you should post. But please post at least twice or three times a week. You don't have to be crazy like me. I post every single day because I am insane. But please post at least 2 or 3 times per week. It is very important. Only about 10% or even less of people that use LinkedIn post. Most people just scroll through, and you are not most people. You're a winner. Remember that you are a winner. You are at Microsoft Academy, so you are a winner. Okay. So then you've got your experience. Put every single piece of experience that you have, except maybe that one job that you got fired. Then don't put that, but put every single piece of experience that you have. Then education, every course that you have taken, you can either put it under education or under licenses and certifications. Okay, very important. Then any projects that you have done, please put them here. It doesn't matter how small, put all of the projects that you've done, every website that you've built, every app that you've done, every AI project, anything that you've done, please put it there. If you've volunteered at a church or at a children's home, please put it here. Some people just see volunteer activities and they melt. So please put it here. All your skills, you need to put them here as well. These skills are typically also great keywords because on LinkedIn Recruiter, sometimes you just search for WordPress developer and then it gives you people that have these skills, right? Listed under this profile. So please put all your skills. Even if you're still learning a particular skill and you're not really good at it yet, it's okay. You can put it there. And once you've put a skill up, if you can take this LinkedIn skill assessment thing over here and pass it, then you are already in the 1%. Not many people get that thing. I've been trying to get some of my other skill assessments and I just ended up giving up. But I got the WordPress one. I got the WordPress one. And when I got that WordPress one, I was extremely overjoyed. So make sure that you put this. It's also very, very important. Then if you can get people to endorse you, another way for you to boost your LinkedIn profile, get your friends or your coworkers or your colleagues or whoever you have worked with before to just come here and click endorse, endorse, endorse. And if you can also get someone to come and leave a recommendation for you, that is gold. I haven't collected recommendations in almost 2 years now. I need to fix that. But these are so, so important. They set you apart, especially for a junior position. Juniors don't have recommendations. Who's going to recommend a junior? But you are coming to me and you've got recommendations from other people. You are winning. Make sure that you've got your colleagues to write recommendations. You've got your mentors and your teachers to write recommendations for you. Get your parents, even if you have to, get each and every person that you know to write a recommendation for you. It's critical. Trust me, it's amazing. Okay, then if you've got any organizations that you're a part of, you can just put them here, and that's pretty much it. You're done with your profile. It should take you maybe 2 to 3 days if you're really, really committed. Maybe 2 days, or even a single day to get this all up and running. So that's LinkedIn. That's the profile. Now that you've got the profile, let's now actually use it. How do you use it? How do you get your job? How do you print money from your perfect profile? You've got to share your journey. You've got to build in public. You never know who's watching. Firstly, there are people that you know are watching, because at the beginning of this video I said to you guys that go into your LinkedIn and search for technical recruiter or HR manager in your city and add all of them. add until LinkedIn bans you, until LinkedIn says stop for this week. You can't send more connection invites. Then you do it again the following week. You do it again. Do it for maybe a month consecutively. You should have 1,000 connections by then, and your connections should be all be, well, they will all be recruiters, right? Because you've been adding recruiters. But you also don't know who's watching, because sometimes you can make a post that gets 1,000 views. Do you know how many? Do you know how many people are 1,000 views? Do you really understand the power of the internet? It could be the CEO of Amazon. How do you know it's not Jeff Bezos on that 1,000 views? How do you know? How do you know it's not the CEO of that dream company that you want to work at, like Microsoft Academy, of course, the best company? How do you know I'm not watching your stuff? How do you know? You've got to post. You've got to share your journey. You've got to start where you are. If you started today, maybe you enrolled in Microsoft today, or you started on Monday, you started yesterday, you're just starting out. Post. Tell us, today was my first day at Microsoft Academy. We learned this and this and this. Wednesday, oh, today was my first project. I built a CV website using HTML. Next week, this was my first cybersecurity project. We did some ethical hacking using Python. Post about everything that you do. Share your journey, because you never know who can see it. You never know who's seeing it. And also later down the line, let's say maybe a year from now, and you've been posting consistently, you might meet someone that will set you up on LinkedIn, of course. Then they get to see where you've come from, they get to see where you started and where you are today. That's impressive. There are certain things that you can only get through content. There's certain things that no matter how well you do in an interview, you're not gonna get the most impact from. Documenting your journey on social media is one of those things. If you miss this year and you don't post, you've lost that year forever. So you've got to start now. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. I know that for most of you guys it's very difficult to post and you feel shy, but believe me when I say no one cares. No one really cares. Remember, like I said, everyone is just concerned about their own problems and their own lives. And they might see your post and like and comment, but believe me, 5 minutes later, they would have forgotten. But for the right person, they might see your post and they might send you a message, and that might lead to a relationship that can change your life. So don't be too stuck up on, oh, I'm too shy, I don't want to get out of my shell, or oh, what if people think I'm annoying? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. That kind of thing used to matter in high school, when we were so obsessed with how people think about us. But this is real life. No one cares. So please share your journey. I beg you. If you're going to take anything away from this video, from this stream, all you beautiful 25 people on YouTube and 3 on TikTok. For the first time, YouTube is absolutely crushing TikTok. Please share your journey. I beg you. Okay. Yeah. I understand now why nothing is happening on TikTok. Apparently, I have not been audible the whole time. But hey, it is what it is. So now you're done sharing your journey. Um, you've got to network strategically. So I mentioned earlier that you have to add those people. So add the people that you want, add your ideal customers. Okay, don't connect randomly, don't just add anyone, but add those recruiters in your location at the companies that you're interested in. Ideally, you want to add recruiters in other tech companies. Okay, so let's say you want a cybersecurity analyst job. it doesn't make sense for you to add the HR manager of Spa or the HR manager of Aromat or whatever company owns Aromat. You want to add HR manager of Intellect Software, of DVT, of um, maybe Yoko or any tech business. Those are the people you want to network with. And if they post something, you want to engage with their content. You want to like their stuff, you want to repost, and you want to comment thoughtfully. That's actually a superpower that is quite often rejected. Um, I mean, it's quite often neglected that people just don't engage. Please comment. There are people, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, as someone that posts content quite consistently, I know certain people that comment on all of my posts or on most of my posts, and I engage with those people. There are people that would comment on every single thing that I put out, and then later on drop me a message and say, "Hey, Larry, thank you so much for your content that you've been putting out." That person holds a very warm spot in my heart just because they engage with my content consistently. Then when the time comes and you want that job or you want something from them, you've built a relationship with them. So LinkedIn is not a get rich quick scheme. It's definitely a long term play. Okay. But it doesn't need to take that long. You can really do it you can get a job in maybe 2 weeks or a month. Let's say a month. You can do it in a month. Okay. So network strategically. And the last thing and the most important thing, or one off, I've said most important thing so many times now. Really big thing. Make an ask. It's crucial to make an ask because if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. If you don't ask and say, "Hey, can I please get a job?" The answer is always going to be no all the time. Ideally, you don't want to ask for a job like that. You don't want to do it that way. My recommendation is to do a 30-day trial. It always works. No one is going to say no to this. If someone says no to this, it's fine. You only need one person to say yes, anyways. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are looking for a junior cybersecurity analyst position and you've got 10 companies lined up. Approach all 10 and say to them, "Hey, Cyber Alliance, absolutely love what you guys are doing. I would love to come and join your team and add some value. I can help you with improving your penetration testing procedures. And I'm willing to work for free for 1 month. I'm willing to volunteer for 1 month. If nothing happens, it's fine. If I don't impress you, it's okay. I don't mind. But I promise you won't regret it." Something like that. If you send that message to 10 people, three might respond and only one will actually give you that opportunity. You just need one opportunity. This is why I always say that getting a job is one of the easiest things in the world because you just need one yes. One yes is enough. It's unlike running a business because with running a business, you need clients all the time. Or it's unlike going to the gym because going to the gym, you need to go to the gym every single day, else you lose your shape. Like me, it's quite embarrassing the shape that I'm currently in. But anyways, you just need one yes, guys. That's all. One yes can change your life. So this is the secret. Make an ask, offer something for free. I'll do it for free. In fact, the best don't even say, "I will do it for free." They just do it for free. Then they say something like, "Hey, Larry, check out this video that I made for you. Please let me know if you like it or not." And then that video, let's say it goes viral. I'm talking about someone that wants a video editing position at Microsoft. If you're listening or you're watching, just do a video, edit it, you know, edit the video. Let's put it out. Let's see how it does. If that video hits 10,000 views, then you say, "Larreth, if you want more of these videos, you need to pay me 2,500 per video, for example, why would I say no? Why would someone say no to that? Because you've already shown your value up front. No one is doing this, guys. I'm telling you, no one is bothering to do this. People will just rather go on LinkedIn and apply, or go on Indeed or Pnet and apply, and then complain to say, oh, there are no jobs in South Africa. The economy is really bad. The economy is great. Donald Trump is president. Donald Trump, Uncle D is the president. The economy is great. The opportunities are there. And also, don't limit yourself to just looking for opportunities where you stay. There are so many opportunities everywhere. So many opportunities. You've got countries like UK that are actively hiring expats because it's so expensive for them to hire locals. You've got UAE and Saudi countries that have economies that are growing rapidly. Then you've got the biggest economy in the world, the US, endless opportunities, and you can work from home. Nowadays, with platforms like Workday, you can be paid sitting here in South Africa. Go to WeWork ground floor, you'll see 50 people working for remote companies sitting here. Go to Cape Town, you'll see hundreds of people working for remote companies sitting in beautiful South Africa. You don't need to be there to get the opportunities. So, with that said, remember that building a strong LinkedIn presence takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Keep networking, learning, and sharing. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Nothing is get rich quick. Everything that's worth having takes time. So be patient and you will see results. Sometimes it will take you 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. But like I always say again on my live streams, this is a very long career. If you're 25 years old and you're getting into tech, you're going to be in tech for the next 40 years. So what if it costs you 1 year to build a killer LinkedIn presence that will last you the rest of your life? Be patient. That's all. So, thank you so much. Are there any questions on the chat on TikTok? Oh, TikTok can't hear me. I'm going to go live on TikTok just now, native on the app. If there are any questions, maybe on YouTube or on Facebook, let's see. We have about 7 minutes left. Happy to take any questions. Also, happy to call it a night. Slow collection. Thanks, Larreth. We won't get discouraged. Keep dropping these encouraging live streams. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that comment. I'm gonna be going live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So do subscribe to this channel to be reminded of the next time I go live. And please turn on the notifications as well. Cool. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn tech skills, the best place in the world is Melsoft Academy. Best place in the world. We've got cybersecurity, we've got software engineering, we've got data science, and I'm very pleased to let you know that we now have an AI software developer bootcamp that focuses on all things artificial intelligence. So Melsoft Academy is the best place to be. If you want to learn tech skills, please reach out. If you haven't already, please apply. And yeah, thank you, Rembuluwani Nemutavanani. Very unique name. Very excited for you. You've started cybersecurity. Very excited for you. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you got some value. Don't forget that Jesus Christ is the Lord. There is no other God besides Jesus Christ. He is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and you need him in everything that you do. You need the Lord Jesus. Life with Jesus is so much sweeter than life without. You can have all the technical skills and all the money and all the connections and all the LinkedIn's, but if you don't have Jesus, you ain't got none. So make sure you get Jesus first, because he says, seek first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night. And if you want to continue the conversation, catch me on the best social media platform ever, TikTok. I'm going to be live on TikTok. Cheers, guys.